Hey guys, it's Al with techmadeezy, and it's definitely time for an update. So in this video, what I really want to do is talk about the StackTech line by TOUGHBUILT. That is really the focus. Where are the new products that we all want? And why are they not here in the USA? And why is this taking so long? What's preventing it from my point of view, just so you'll know? So my goal is to help bring some clarity. And no, I'm not an affiliate, and no, I am not sponsored. But I do truly appreciate the quality and the innovation of the StackTech line and TOUGHBUILT as a company. So you know what? Let's go ahead and jump in and check this out. All right, so let's jump in. And again, I want to underline, I'm a fan. I really like the StackTech line from TOUGHBUILT. I have owned a few TOUGHBUILT products throughout my years. I'm not affiliated and I am not sponsored. Look, my boxes were initially DeWalt and then I changed over to Packout. But when I saw the StackTech line launching from TOUGHBUILT, I lost my mind. The color, and really the biggest reason, the ease of locking and unlocking my boxes. But if you're watching this video, you're already aware of that. So I really liked the Packout line, by the way. And they have a huge assortment, but red really wasn't my color. And then TOUGHBUILT came out with their catalog so we could see all these things online that we probably go to every so often, the draw boxes. I mean, I hate stacking and restacking my boxes. So when they came out with these draw boxes, I was dying to get my hands on them. But as you guys all know, that's when the waiting game began. And I was as confused as you were. Now, many of us are frustrated and we wanted to get our hands on the new StackTech line from TOUGHBUILT. But TOUGHBUILT wasn't clearly able to launch many of the new boxes and accessories. Now, there were some financial reasons. And there were partner challenges. As you know, if you went into a Lowe's, some stores had stock and many didn't. And if they did, they were in the upper shelves. We talked about that in previous videos. The other thing is after a short bit of time, TOUGHBUILT got delisted from the NASDAQ, right? Again, some of the financial challenges. And now you look at April 2025, and guess what? Boom, tariffs on almost everything. So let's talk about tariffs for a minute, all right? So first of all, as you know, TOUGHBUILT StackTech is designed in Irving, California, and made in China. Now, China has some huge tariffs that have been placed on them. I mean, in April, I believe they were as high as 145%, as one example. Now, currently, around this time in November, tariffs are 47% overall in China. I mean, think about making a product and then adding 47% tariffs to bring them into the States. Now, let's take a moment and talk about TOUGHBUILT, okay? So you can understand why they can't afford to eat the tariffs and ship the products to the United States. So let's take a moment and look at some of these financials. Now, I'm going to bring up a couple of profiles that I could find. I did list some resources. So if you look at the slide in front of you, well, TOUGHBUILT was incorporated in 2012, first of all, as a company. And they launched StackTech and started designing the products around October 2023. And Lowe's picked the stuff up in January of 2024. So think about that. I mean, that's what, a year and a half from today? So again, really new company and really new product line. They have 165 employees, so they're not a big company. And the financial data that I can get my hands on was really towards the end of 2023 because now, they're not a public company anymore. So their total revenue for 2023 was $76.27 million. And guess what? After paying the bills, they were negative $46.45 million. Again, this is, as you can see, there are sources below, and I'll put these links in the video also, so you can go to the video description. Now, again, the boxes are made in China. They're designed in California, but they're made in China. And they only have one facility. They've just got the office in California. So there are some sources on the screen. Again, links will be in the description. Let's talk about Milwaukee now just to help you understand where they are. So let's talk about Milwaukee for a minute. I didn't know this, but did you know that the parent company of Milwaukee is TTI? It's called Tectronic Industries. And, they were incorporated in 1985, by the way, and I'm talking about TTI. Now, Milwaukee was incorporated in 1924, which is real interesting. I don't know when TTI acquired Milwaukee. I don't have that date. But Milwaukee's got 10,000 employees globally, and TTI has 47,000 employees globally. Now, let's look at TTI's financials. And why are we looking at TTI's financials? Because they are basically the company that pretty much pays for everything, right? I mean, if you own Milwaukee, you're going to make sure that their products are out there. So look at the revenue here. 2024, and again, links are below. 2024, TTI had $14.62 billion in revenue, and they made $1.12 billion in profit. That's a big difference, right? Think about it. Now, their toolboxes, just so you'll know, Milwaukee's toolboxes are mostly made in Israel by a company they have a collaboration with called Keter. And by the way, some pack-out boxes are actually made in the U.S. I don't know if they'll move them all to the U.S., but ultimately, as we know, many of them are made in Israel. Now, check this out. Milwaukee themselves has 16 facilities. I listed them all right there on the screen. 16 facilities, right? And again, the sources are below, but look at the financial data. So a company like Milwaukee, obviously the tariffs in Israel, I don't know. I think there aren't any to my knowledge, but they're definitely not 40 some odd percent. So that really helps Milwaukee. Let's go ahead and check out Klein. So Klein is a private company. They've been around since 1857, which is amazing. And I'll tell you now, Klein makes a ton of products in the United States of America. So just be aware. No one can say a bad word about Klein. But now when we talk about, Modbox, right? If you look at, Modbox is made mostly in China. Their hand tools are made in the U.S., but Modbox is mostly made in China. But let's look at financial data. Now, again, this is stuff that you could look up online, and there are companies that have access to possible numbers, but because it's a private company. But total revenue, I don't know the date, 355 million to $1 billion. Okay, so that'll vary. They've got money. Is it profitable? I'm not going to know. I would think it is because, again, I can't see that data. But that's a lot of money. Now, they've got 7 facilities, as you can see. So that's listed there. And again, when we look at the toolboxes that I'm focusing on right now, Modbox, right, Pack-Out, StackTech, that's what we're talking about in this video. So, Klein's not having an issue. I mean, Modbox is made in China, but they can afford, I guess those tariffs because they're able to bring these boxes into the United States and really not be too high on their prices. So I want to bring up some screenshots that I took. This is Tektronix, TTI, and you can see the symbol there and all that. Again, they're on the Hong Kong market to my knowledge. But here's where you can see a 1-year snapshot. Market cap, revenue, all that stuff, right? I mean, up and down, but still, got some good money. I mean, here's the TOUGHBUILT one. I mean, this is obviously the latest snapshot, but as you can see, it went from like $4 down to nothing. So net income, as you can see, is a negative 46.45 million. So we just went over some financial data. The links are in the video description for the sources. They're separated by, Klein, Milwaukee, and TOUGHBUILT. But where does this leave us? Look, TOUGHBUILT cannot afford to open a new facility anywhere. to start producing their boxes? And if they did, what happens if tariffs are then placed on that country? So, one, they can't afford it. And two, tariffs are a moving target. And you see, they only have 165 employees. So, look, guys, as of November 2025, ToughBuilt is in a better place. The market's up and downs don't affect the company anymore. And I know what you're thinking. If they're in a better place, then why are the new products not coming in? And how are current products being stocked? Well, first of all, current products were purchased way ahead, and I believe companies probably stocked up knowing that the tariffs were coming. So that's why you see current products out there. But honestly, at some point, it's going to probably get harder to get these current products because these tariffs, I hope they go away, but they're just going up and down right now, with the USA and with China. So getting new products shipped into the States, well, at 47%, I don't see that happening. So today, just be aware you can get products on Amazon, you can get them at Lowe's, you can get them at Target, and you can even get them on Walmart. There's probably other places I'm not aware of, but these are retailers that service the USA. Now, as you know, we saw the catalog, right? And we're waiting on these new, products. Check out, the advanced transporter. I did a video of this. I don't know if it was early last year. I didn't have the product. I'm just talking about like showing images and clips. The hand truck, right? Not the 2-in-1 hand truck, because that's out, but the hand truck. Some people just want the hand truck. Mounting plates. This looks really nice, and people could use it. What about the ice packs for all the coolers that were purchased? I'm just surprised that the ice pack wasn't made at the same time. The magnifying light attachment, right? Really nice. The area light attachment, and so much more, as you could see from looking at this catalog. And there is the website for the catalog. Again, I'll put the link in the video description for the catalog also. So, as a channel, I search every day to see if there's something out there, any new items from ToughBuilt and ToughBuilt StackTech specifically. And then we spend some crazy money of our own so we can do a review and show you, everything about that product. And I know it's helpful, but as an end user, it might be a big tease in many cases. And it might even add to your frustration, which is not my goal. I promise you that is not my goal. I just want to be a place where you can come and see detailed reviews, close looks, and get some helpful information. So, guys, I apologize if that's what it does for you. I love making the videos. I love getting the products, and I use the products. So I sure hope you understand where I'm coming from. And when I'm asked where I purchase the items, I'm sorry, guys, I cannot share that because my privacy for me and my family is important. And you can understand, hopefully you can understand that. Now, I'm going to put a couple of videos on the screen so you can see all of the recent ones we did with the new boxes and some of the new accessories, all right? As you can see, there's a good list of them there. We've got the 2-drawer. We've got the 4X long tool holder. We've got the adapter plate that fixes the issues where you can put like a large box on top. So that's good. The best rolling draw box. Then we've got the hand tool holder and then the magnetic toolbar. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching our video. I sure hope you found it helpful. And if you did, give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and put our social media up on top if you want to follow us. And you'll be able to subscribe to our channel by clicking this round TechMadeEzy logo. Guys, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.